What is up? What is up? What is up? What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to the Beer Battered Sports Podcast, the podcast created by fans for the fans. Because, to be honest, we believe we're the most qualified to talk about our favorite teams. I'm your co-host Isaac,
And I'm Kylie.
And I'm 40. How you guys doing?
and welcome to episode 32. Let's just jump right into it. It's got a jam-packed episode today. We're going to be doing our full NFL season preview. We'll get to that later, of course. We're going to be talking about the playoff push starting for Major League Baseball and more off-season stuff for the NBA. So let's just start and get into it by thanking our sponsors as always. Without them, we wouldn't be here in the first place. And as always, got some promo codes for you guys. You go on over to www.bodycheckwellness.com. Use promo code OCS at checkout. You can get 25% off of your favorite hemp-derived CBD oils and edibles for you as well as your furry friends. You can also use that same promo code over at www.norsebeards.com and use that at checkout to get 25% off all of your Beardsman products. Again, beard oil. From someone who has used it, use the beard oil. Look at this luscious mane.
Get ready for the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. I'm quite ready for the playoffs. One last thing. As always, we introduced this new sponsor last week. If you use promo code OCS at checkout at www.righteousfelon.com, you can get 15% off of your order of a wide variety of delicious jerkies. Kylie, would you like to go ahead and show the people what these jerkies can do?
Dude, so I ordered these specifically so we can talk about them on the podcast. And this is my last pack because they're that damn good. So I had to order more.
Me personally, I'm not a jerky person, but based on Kylie's reaction, I might have to go get some.
Dude, it's so good. They even have turkey jerky. Like,
my only experience with jerky, to be fair, has been Slim Jims, and no. So
right.
So how is it? Describe the taste.
So I got two. The one I ran out of was barbecue. That was really good. It had a little bit of a kick too, which is really good. This one's the OG hickory, and dude, the packaging is like, it's convenient, honestly. It's so fucking good. It's so good.
It's that good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Well, you heard her here, and Kylie does not lie. I've known Kylie for a long time. She does not lie. So again, www.righteousfelon.com. Use promo code OCS at checkout to get 15% off of all of these delicious jerkies. Kylie, you're going to have more for us next week, right?
Yes, and in another episode, we got something planned for you. We got something planned.
Ooh, something planned. All right.
It's actually OCSN. I don't know why that says OCS.
OCSN. Okay. Promo code OCSN. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, let's move on to our first topic, which as always is going to be Major League Baseball. And it's been an interesting week, I got to say.
I have a special request on where we start.
Where would you like to start?
The Phillies losing 12-3 to the Diamondbacks.
Can we not?
Oh, my goodness.
Dude, so literally I went to bed. Score was 7-0. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to bed. And hopefully it doesn't get too close. My phone is right next to my head, and I'm struggling to fall asleep. So I'm hearing all this buzzing. I'm like, oh, shit. So I look up. I see them blowing the lead. And then I wake up at like 2:30 in the morning randomly, and I see we lost 13-7.
Mm.
And then we got our asses kicked yesterday. So,
It's not exactly what a team that is fighting for a wild card spot.
I was going to say the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Actually, the Braves lost 8-7 in bad fashion. They lost to the Diamondbacks too. So it's not just us, but
we haven't talked about the Diamondbacks a lot this season. They're one of those teams that I think we talked about them right at the beginning with Madison Bumgarner playing great, but ever since he got hurt or something,
he's been awful.
Yeah. The Diamondbacks are one of those teams we just haven't talked about.
They've been sneaky the last couple of days though, and it's crazy to see because, like you said, the Phillies are making a playoff push. So those guys there, those are must-win games, and every win counts. And getting blown out 12-3 and blowing 7-0 leads is not the way to make a playoff push.
Yeah.
And-
so quick before we continue, I ordered the jerky, more jerky, about 2 hours ago. And I just got an email from him saying an undercover righteous felon secret operative disguised in the unassuming attire of a local FedEx USPS delivery driver is currently transporting your goods. So
That's clever. I like that. That's very
it's
clever.
not only clever, but I ordered this 2 hours ago.
And it's already been shipped
And
out.
it's already on its way.
Man, this might be one of
Westchester.
That's the
damn.
thing.
Damn, righteous felon. Good on you guys. Good on
No,
you guys. I like
seriously.
that.
Seriously. I cannot say enough positive things about these guys.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, we're not the type of podcast that's going to pump out a sponsor just for the cash. We're only
Nope.
supporting our sponsors. We're only taking on sponsorships if we like their products.
Mhm.
And so far, hey, we all like
Dude.
we all like a little bit of what's
I love our guys, all of them.
yeah,
All of our sponsors, man. I love y'all.
jerky, beard oil, CBD oils. Go get you some. A lot of oils.
Sterling Pig, get you some beer, dude.
Oh yeah. I don't think we ever mentioned these guys because we don't have promo codes for them, but all the sponsors that you guys see going across the bottom include some fantastic breweries that make some of that fantastic craft beer.
Iceworks is a
Don't
good
take it
place.
from me. Take it from Jesse over at Flyers Alley.
Dude,
that
he
man-
loves this stuff.
I know. I think they just started a new podcast on the network, Delco Dive, which
Yeah.
is like for beer tasting. So if you guys are into that, definitely go do it. Go check them out. Go check them out. I mean,
Dude, 10 out of 10. I love it.
back to sports. So, a lot happened this week. Some interesting things. Of course, we had the Phillies, which was interesting. Phillies weren't the only teams that had some blowouts. As always, we love to talk about the blowouts that happen in Major League Baseball. Rangers killed the Rockies 16-4. Ow. Angels destroyed the Blue Jays 12-0, which wow. And the Royals beat the Padres 15-7. That one is where I want to start because not only did the Padres get blown up by the Royals, Fernando Tatis Jr. surgery has been postponed due to him having strep throat. So the odds of him playing this season at all have now gone just to straight
He
zero.
was suspended 80 games.
Yeah.
He's gone for half the season next year.
I hate to say this, Kylie, but your World Series pick ain't looking so good.
Nah, it's fine.
I mean,
the thing about the Padres, I don't know. The Padres, they can't put it together over there.
They can't.
They're always in the news for everything except winning.
Well, I mean,
it's for my parents, but screw that. I'm eating it all.
listen. I'm just gonna say this. It's typical San Diego Padres-itis. The Padres.
Really is.
I told you guys the Padres throughout their existence have always been that team that tries to sign big name free agents, or it's either doing that or they're not doing anything at all. And to be honest, right now it's the same thing over and over again. They're going to sign big name free agents. They're going to try and build up this super team, but at the end of the day, they're just not going to do anything.
Yep.
Are they going to make the playoffs this year? Probably, but there's also a chance they might not because the National League has tightened up around the playoff bubble. There's some really good teams that are all fighting hard, and the Padres are going to be without their superstar for the entire year, basically. And if they keep losing to bad teams like the Royals, sorry, Mom, the Royals are absolute shit this year, so I'm sorry. It's just you see what the problem is.
So, does this 80-game suspension start next year?
No, it's already started.
Oh, so they're already counting games from this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from the time news broke until 80 games from now is when, because they're obviously not counting time when he's been out for injury. I don't think, at least. So he's definitely out for the entire season this year, and a lot of next year, like a third of the season.
So somebody answer me this question. Why are the Padres permitted to even exist? They've only made the playoffs 6 times in their entire history. They've been around since 1960. Yeah, the Padres have been around since 1969. They've only made the playoffs 6 times in their entire history, which is less than some teams that have come around more recently.
They have to have some type of team in San Diego once they got rid of the Chargers. So,
this doesn't make sense. It does not make sense.
They got lucky since the Chargers left. They just needed to stick a sports team and keep them there.
Well, I mean, it's weird. That's for the Padres. So the Padres, they had their breakout year in '84 when they went to the World Series, which still doesn't make sense. They got good during the late '90s, mainly because of Tony Gwynn. They randomly were good in the mid 2000s for like 2 years and then disappeared. And now we have the Padres of the current era, which are just a mess.
I really thought Juan Soto and those guys would change it around and they would go on a nice little streak at the end of this year here, especially having Manny and.
Yeah,
dude, I feel bad for Manny.
Yeah,
I mean, you sign to the Padres in free agency, a big contract, and because this young guy Tatis is, killing it. He's doing so well, only for him to just constantly have problems ever since he signed that huge contract. So it's just, it sucks for Machado, and then you have Hader, who was supposed to be like the best closer in baseball the past season and a half, at least. And now he's literally become like one of the worst pitchers in baseball. His ERA with the Padres is like at a 27.
It's incredible.
Like, it makes no sense. That's all I have to say. I don't get it at all.
Yeah, I don't really care for the Padres too much anyway, so.
I mean, I don't either, but I love Machado.
I kind of forget that they exist, to be honest.
I have to keep paying attention to them because they're in the wild card race with us, so.
Yeah.
I gotta keep a.
Ooh, excuse me, swallowed wrong there. Ooh. Well, anyway, we had a couple of interesting call-ups this past week. The Orioles called up Gunnar Henderson, which, I mean, they're still in the thick of the wild card fight, despite the fact that the AL is an absolute bloodbath. The Diamondbacks called up their number 3 ranked prospect, who did quite well against what team, Kylie?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, fun. Let's see what else.
We'll get to you. We'll get to you and your Yankees. Don't worry.
We can talk about them now, actually, because it's been weird. So the Yankees kind of got out of their slump. A little bit. We swept the Mets. You're welcome, Calvin.
Thank you too, by the way.
Oh, you are welcome. You're welcome. Actually, you know what? No, I'm done being cocky. I was too cocky the first half of the season. We swept the Mets, and we did well at first against the Athletics, but then we dropped 3 straight. We lost 2 games to the Athletics in brutal fashion, but now we've bounced back and blew out the Angels.
Do y'all want to see how the Yankees lost that 1 game to the Athletics?
Oh, no.
Do y'all want to see?
Oh, no. Kylie. I went to bed after we took the lead. I didn't know that we had lost until the next day.
We're gonna roll the clip.
Let's see turn 2. There's one on to first, and it gets by Rizzo. And here comes Langoliers, and the A's win.
It's like that scene from A Clockwork Orange. It's like, no, stop it, please stop, no. Oh, there's your Goober of the Week, sponsored by Rob Manfred, the Yankees, and others. We have multiple Goobers of the Week. We'll get to them.
We do.
Yeah.
That's not the only weird walk-off that's happened.
Oh, yeah. Do we have footage of this one, too?
Of course. You know me.
Roll it.
Let's get into it.
This game is over. A 9th inning come from behind walk-off win for the Cardinals on a Kenley Jansen Cardinals win it 6-5.
I hate the
So-
Cardinals. I hate the
For
Cardinals.
those who couldn't see at the
Incredible.
beginning, bases loaded, 3-1 count, walk-off walk.
Only the Braves.
We've actually seen that a lot this year.
We
Yeah,
have.
do.
The Yankees lost a game to the Orioles way back in March due to that. That's
Mhm.
not special. Get your own weird way to win, Cardinals. I don't like the Cardinals. They're in their
I
stuck
need
up.
the Cardinals to win right now.
They're stuck up, white privileged fan base. The Cardinals. Ugh.
Look, speaking on the Cardinals, though, I believe he's at 692 right now, Albert Pujols.
Yeah, he's almost there. He's
So-
almost there.
There's odds on FanDuel right now for him to get to 700, and it's like plus 400 or something. That's what it was yesterday. So basically, if you were to put $100 down, then you would win $500 if he was to get to 700. So I'm very tempted to do it, but I don't know yet. I got to see what he does tonight. But if he hits one tonight, then the odds are going to change, and then it's going to be even a lower payout. So I feel like I have to make the decision before tonight.
I keep kind of forgetting about Albert Pujols in the chase for 700, mainly because Aaron Judge is like 11 away from breaking the American League record.
Oh yeah, Aaron Judge is crazy.
Yeah, I cannot wait for that.
But
He's so close.
with Pujols, it kind of seems like pitchers are giving him at least that one at bat. Pitchers are giving him that one pitch that he can just bomb. Because I saw it in his last 2 home runs, and I was like, that was such a lazy pitch. And so I think they're trying to help him get to that.
I don't know. I mean, okay, if your team is completely out of it, I get it. But like, if I'm a team who's if I'm like the Cubs, who I hate the Cardinals with every inch of my body, and I know Cubs fans know. So if you're a Cubs fan watching, sound off in the comments. Can I get a screw the Cardinals in the comments? I think the entire Major League Baseball agrees that the Cardinals are like the Red Sox of the National League. Everyone hates them. God, I did not realize how much I dislike the Cardinals. I just don't like the Cardinals. But if you're like an arch rival or in the middle of a wild card race, you're not throwing meatballs to Pujols. You're like, look, man, we love you, we respect you, but here's a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Good luck.
Yeah.
We need that last playoff spot. I know the Brewers they're still in the thick of that fight for the NL Central. That has been one of the most underrated battles this season. The Brewers and the Cardinals. We don't really pay attention to it because the NL East has been absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But the Brewers and the Cardinals have been having a war for the NL Central ever since the Cubs fell off after that start. The Cubs have fallen off. The Pirates have been absolutely terrible, and the Reds we don't talk about. It's been a 2-horse race.
The Brewers don't impress me because they lose to the Pirates too much.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Brewers are that team that you know damn well if the Brewers get into the playoffs, it's a one and done. Like, no offense, Milwaukee, but ugh.
We destroyed the Pirates when we played them in Pittsburgh.
No, the Yankees destroyed the Pirates.
I think we destroyed the Pirates too, to be honest.
Speaking of the Brewers, I see this in our notes, Kylie. I didn't see this happen. I'm very curious what you're referring to. Who is Mark and what happened at the Brewers game?
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what the hell did I put on the notes? So this guy went on a date with this girl. It apparently wasn't a date. And she went on the Jumbotron. You know how to do the happy birthday, happy anniversary, stuff like that. Well, this person, I don't know her name. I don't know anything, but she put on the Jumbotron saying, I like our friendship, and like friend zoned him in front of everyone.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh!
So the Brewers obviously saw that, and they won for him. And Christian Yelich retweeted that, and Mark actually was found, and he was like, "Hey, it's me. I don't know why she did this. I thought we were getting somewhere. Back to Hinge I go." So, on behalf of women, I'm sorry. That sucks.
Man, I got friend zoned earlier this year. I got friend zoned in the worst, in a way I thought was terrible. I got friend zoned because she met some other dude and wanted to have kids with him immediately after meeting him. and but played along with me for a full week before friend zoning me. I thought that couldn't be topped. I am so sorry, Mark. That's horrible. Oh my god.
Dude. That is something. Whew.
And I get it. Sometimes relationships don't work out.
Right.
Right. Sometimes two people meet, they think they're compatible, but not really. It's fine. But why not just tell him in private? Why do you have to just go and emasculate the poor guy?
I know. It's crazy.
Like, that's brutal.
Yeah,
like,
I feel so bad for him.
People suck sometimes, man.
Definitely.
Yeah. Can the Brewers give him season tickets?
Dude, that'd be awesome if they did, but I don't think they will. We got to help our guy Mark out.
Yeah, let's get Mark season tickets to the Yankees. They'll help him out. Probably help him out. Before we move on, quick update on some injury stuff. So Shane McClanahan scratched from a game versus the Marlins with a shoulder issue.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That was brutal.
That's not good. Also, the AL Cy Young winner apparent, Justin Verlander, is on the IL. So suddenly,
the race is wide open.
To be fair, Cy Young voters tend to be stuck-up idiots. They never gave one to Dave Stieb during the 80s when he was clearly the best pitcher in the league. So, I don't know. We'll see.
It'll definitely be interesting.
Returning from injury, Clayton Kershaw is returning for the series against the Mets. Sorry, Calvin.
Yeah, I'm sorry for you. That's
Ooh.
We had a tough battle with them yesterday. They beat us 4-3, snuck one out. It's cool.
Hey, that's a preview of the NLCS right there.
We have DeGrom on the mound today. I like us, so.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Speaking of the Mets, you know Timmy Trumpet, who has the song Narcos that Edwin Diaz walks out to? He showed up and threw out the first pitch at Citi Field.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Timmy Trumpet, fascinating DJ. He actually plays the trumpet during his sets. From a former trumpet player to a current trumpet player. Too. Hey, let's go. Trumpet, best instrument. You can do everything with it. Smooth jazz, funk. Hey, it even fits in rock sometimes. I even heard a metal band try using trumpets. It did not work, but they tried. And that's all we can give the credit for. Avenged Sevenfold made it work.
They did. They did.
Little Piece of Heaven by Avenged Sevenfold. They made trumpets work on a metal song. I don't know how. Shout out to my friend Emma for showing me that song because that was the funniest thing ever. But they somehow made it work.
That's awesome.
So, Kylie, let's wrap up Major League Baseball, giving us our standings updates and our stat leaders before we move into the NBA.
All right, so as always, we got the American League, and we're going to start with the East. You got Yankees up top. The Rays are 7 games below. The Blue Jays are 8. The Orioles are 11, and the Red Sox are 17. And
the Red Sox are horrible, and I love it.
Red Sox.
The Orioles are in a very tight playoff race, and they just called up Gunnar Henderson, the number 2 prospect in all of minor league baseball. So you'll definitely see that's going to be getting even closer. We got the AL Central with the Guardians up top. The Twins are a game and a half behind. Then it's the White Sox at 6, the Royals at 16.5, and the Tigers are at 19. And then finally out west, we got the Astros up top. Mariners are 11.5 games back. Rangers are 24. Angels are 27. And the Athletics are 34. So that division has all but decided.
Yep.
Yeah. To the NL East, you got the Mets up top. The Braves are 3 games back. Phillies are 10. Marlins are 26.5. And the Nationals are 38.5 games back.
That's incredible.
38.5. And they're at a negative 220 run differential now.
I wonder how much tickets are going for.
I really got to check because it might.
The
if they play the Phillies one more time, I'm going.
Braves lost to the Rockies last night, and I need another loss tonight. I need us.
Me too. I hate the Braves. In the Central, you got the Cardinals. And then you got the Brewers 6 games behind. The Cubs are 20. The Reds are 23. And the Pirates are 25.5 games back. And finally, in the West, you got the Dodgers. They're up top. The Padres are not even close at 19.5. The Diamondbacks are 29. the Giants are 29, and the Rockies are 35. So again, division all but decided. Both Western divisions are just about locked, honestly. Especially the Dodgers and the Padres. The Dodgers probably only have a couple games left before they lock that up. They have a 99. They have over a 99.99 chance to win it. So unless the Dodgers lose out and the Padres win out, there's no chance they're losing it. So, and then for stats, you got Goldie up top for batting average at 333. Home runs with Judge at 50 freaking 1. Schwarber is the closest one at 36. He's getting very close to Judge. So
very close. Wait, Kylie, did you fail math?
I am helping you. I'm helping you. Because every time I say that, the Yankees win and Judge mashes more. I am helping you and I'm helping baseball. Let me do this.
All right.
And then for RBI, you got Judge, of course, at 113. I mean, that dude is just mashing dingers left and right. And then he's insane. Jose Ramirez at 106 is the closest, with Goldie at 105. So and Alonso. So that one's pretty tight. For hits, Freddie Freeman at 164, then Trey Turner at 161. So that's pretty tight race. For stolen bases, it's John Birdie still at 31, and Cedric Mullins is a very close 29, and Mateo is a close 28. So that's a pretty close race too. And then for pitching, you got Verlander with for wins at 16, and Kyle Wright and Tony Gonsolin, all with 16. So that's a three-way tie with 16 wins. For ERA, you have Verlander up top, of course, with a 1.84, and Gonsolin is the closest with the 2.1. So that's not very close at all. Verlander is just killing it. For saves, you have Emmanuel Clase at 30, and then you have Taylor Rogers, Kenley Jansen, and Josh Hader still at 29. So even with Hader's fall off, he is still on the top of saves, which is incredible. For strikeouts, Garrett Cole was the first to 200. He has exactly 200 strikeouts. Corbin Burns is the closest with a 195. And finally, to end baseball, complete leaders with quality starts, you have Framber Valdez with 23. So there you go.
Some good stats there.
Right? I like when stat races get close, and Goldschmidt is very close to the Triple Crown, but Schwarber's going to make sure he doesn't get it, I hope.
Damn. All right. Well, we're going to move on now to the NBA, where we had some pretty interesting offseason news.
Yeah.
We'll just start this one off with the big one. Chet Holmgren is going to miss his entire rookie season with a foot injury.
Yeah, that one sucked.
Devastating to the Thunder.
Yeah.
Not only to the Thunder, it's devastating to the sports world. I mean, I got my money back, but you guys know that was my rookie of the year lock since day one that he got drafted in.
Yep.
You know, now my rookie of the year money is back in my pocket, and I never am gonna see the money I should have won.
Are you gonna pick somebody else, or are you just gonna keep the money?
I might wait it out a second. I don't know. I don't really know who's gonna impress me the way he was gonna impress me. I think he had it in the bag. That guy, he was gonna go out there and hoop.
From what we saw in the summer league and in college, this was gonna be a very special rookie season. But all we can hope now is that he gets better and he comes back stronger for year one asterisk.
He can still get rookie of the year next year. So
what's the guy's name?
Chet Holmgren.
No.
Different guy.
On the Magic?
Yeah,
Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, him. He might be the year.
Yeah, he might now that Chet's not in it.
I don't know. I wasn't super impressed with this year's rookie class just because
That's
I don't know.
saying.
It's not a fantastic rookie class, but it's.
I think it's better than last year's rookie class. Because last year all I was really focused on was Cade Cunningham, and well, he was with Detroit. And that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
So, I'm getting a little off topic of Chet Holmgren, but speaking of rookie classes, what is the best rookie class you think that you
For the NBA?
in the NBA? Yes, best rookie class that you've seen.
Personally, that I've seen, I gotta go with when Braun, Wade, Bosch.
Yep.
That's got to be. I mean,
Yeah.
Anything other than that 03 class, then I don't think you watch enough basketball.
So, if I had to go with 5, I'm looking. I mean, 87, Scottie Pippen, Reggie Miller, David Robinson, Horace Grant. It's good. 2003, obviously.
The thing about that
Nah,
2003 class, who those
nah.
NBA, LeBron and Carmelo.
Nah, I'm sorry.
Hey,
1984.
I was going to say
MJ,
84 is a good
Stockton,
one.
Barkley, Hakeem. I mean, it's a class so good that the Rockets picked Hakeem Olajuwon first overall when Michael Jordan was on the board, and nobody judges them for it.
Right?
That's how good that rookie class was. I'm sorry, 1984.
I can definitely see the argument for both, because when but right before you said 1984, I was about to say like the 1984 draft was a really, really good draft too. So it's I feel like it's really 1A, 1B with them, because you have the two best players of all freaking time in those drafts.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. No, 1996. Kobe, Ray Allen, Steve Nash, Allen Iverson, Peja Stojakovic, Marcus Camby, Stephon Marbury. What are we? Derek Fisher. What are we, insane?
That was a nice class, but how many of those guys really did what they were supposed to do in the NBA?
Other than Kobe.
The 2003 class, you had the longest longevity, and those guys, there's a lot of Hall of Famers in that class. I say 84 and 2003 probably are the two best classes.
Boris Diaw and Zaza Pachulia were also in the 2003 class.
Yeah,
But
LeBron,
and Kyle Korver too.
Wade, Nick Collison, he was pretty good. David West, Boris Diaw, Kendrick Perkins, Barbosa, Josh Howard.
Maybe
Luke Walton was in that class. Steve Blake was in that class.
That's actually a really good class.
Zaza Pachulia was in that class.
That class has a lot of depth to it.
Kyle Korver was in that class.
The Korver bird.
Which year were you talking about?
2003.
Oh, that's what I thought. Yeah, dude, 2003 was insane.
It's got to come down to 84, 2003, or 96.
Yeah.
You could make a case for 1985 because Karl Malone, Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley, and a bunch of really great depth players. But
yeah, but you look at don't look at the first 4 draft picks, 3 of them not only Hall of Fame locks, but multi-time champions.
Hey, I got a kicker for you in 2003 though. Matt Bonner, shooter. He was a bucket.
I hate to do this, and to be fair,
don't do it.
I hate to do this. Look, look, my basketball knowledge isn't fantastic. I'm so sorry. Who is Matt Bonner?
Matt Bonner actually he played for the Spurs for a while too. He won a championship with the Spurs when they beat the Heat.
I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
See, longevity.
Maybe. Okay. You made a good case. 2003. I will take it.
There you go.
King's still at the top, coming into year 20.
Yeah. He recently said in an interview with Sports Illustrated that he wants to keep playing until both of his sons can join him.
Yeah.
Dude, can you imagine?
I don't know if he'll get to 2, but he's definitely going to play with Bronny.
I want
I
to
think he'll definitely be able to play with Bryce, because look at Udonis Haslem.
True.
Playing for Miami.
Wait, Wasn't Haslam in that draft class too?
I think so.
Yeah,
I
because he's
think
going
so.
into year 20.
Udonis Haslam was, hang on. Udonis Haslam. Holy crap, he's 42 years old, this old man. He was taken in 2002.
The year before.
But he spent his first season playing overseas for Chalon-sur-Saône in France.
So 2003 draft class.
So 2003, exactly. So yeah, longevity. There you go. That's another one.
There you go.
So
Yeah, it's insane.
I get the case with Haslam, but you got to look at Haslam like this. Haslam doesn't really get too many minutes. LeBron is beating his body every night. So I get the case for Bryce. I get the case for even Bronny. But if you really want me to be honest with you, I don't think he's making it to Bronny.
You don't think Bronny?
Whoa.
I think
a hot take.
I think he has these last 3 years in him. This year and then the 2 more years that he signed on his contract. And then he's done. I don't know how much more LeBron can go. He just so consistent, and he, you know, like, yeah, he has a minute restriction now and stuff like that, but still, for some reason in year 20, he still has to be the guy that leads his team, because there's guys that don't want to play basketball or have this injury or that injury or forget how to play basketball or something like that. So
yeah,
20, he still has to lead his team. I don't know how many more years he can lead his team.
And Calvin, you make a good point there. To add on to that, a lot of the legends of basketball is such a physical game that you can see when it takes a toll on players. And a lot of the legends have had moments where you've seen the decline start towards when they get to their last couple of years. They're pretty much just bench players. We all saw it with Kobe the last couple of years, you know, a buildup of injuries and all the time playing. By the time he got to his final year, even though he still was taking the brunt for the Lakers, it wasn't the same player.
Right.
LeBron hasn't had that decline yet, which can only lead me to one conclusion. When the decline finally hits, it's going to be steep.
Yes.
We had a case in NASCAR recently. Jimmy Johnson, 7-time champion, was awesome his entire career. Out of nowhere, in 2018, he tanked, and less than 2 years later was out of the sport. 7-time champion, because he never had that decline period. Other legends did. Jeff Gordon declined. Dale Earnhardt was declining up towards his death. No offense. Richard Petty spent the last 15 years of his career being awful, but just couldn't step away. A lot of athletes slowly decline and eventually fade away, having 1 or 2 last minutes of glory. Like in the case of Kobe, it was dropping 60 in his final game. Rest in peace.
Exactly. So
when's it going to happen to LeBron?
And you know, I'm the biggest LeBron fan in America, so I would love to see him play for 100 more years if he could. But speaking in realistic terms, him being the basketball player that he is, I don't know how many more years he can do that.
I will agree with that.
I mean, I don't think Bryce, but I'm definitely gonna go Bronny. I mean, it's.
If he goes Bronny, it'll be 1 year, and that'll be his last year.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be his last year. He even said so. It's going to be his last year. His very, very last year he's been playing with Bronny. Will it be with the Lakers? I don't think so. They don't have the picks, but.
Well, he'll be a free agent by that time. That's why he signed a 2-year deal.
Yeah, exactly. So.
He knows exactly what he's doing, and he's going to get. Not only is he going to get himself paid again on a 1-year contract, but he's going to get his son millions and millions of dollars, because he's opened up the market and opened up the media to, I'm playing until Bronny comes. I'm playing until Bronny comes. So now, and then to Kylie's point, he said he's going to play with Bronny, and that'll be his last year, this, that, and the third. So now there's 30 NBA teams saying, all right, well, we all have a shot at LeBron now, because yeah, we're getting he'll be 41 at that time. Yeah, we're getting 41-year-old LeBron, but at the end of the day, we're getting LeBron James. And not only are we getting LeBron James, we're getting the new LeBron James. So all we have to do is draft this LeBron James, and we get this LeBron James. Oh, hell yeah, I'm taking that deal in a heartbeat. So there's going to be 30 teams that are just flooding towards Bronny, and his draft stock is just going to raise and raise and raise and raise and raise, because he's going to do what he needs to do on the basketball court in college. And, LeBron being a free agent at that time, it's going to raise his draft stock even more. But it would be fun to see him to win number 5 this year in year 20. Next year, somebody else wins. The year after that, Bronny gets drafted. LeBron goes to whatever team Bronny goes to. He wins number 6 with Bronny.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And he retires and hands off the torch to his son. That'd be the greatest story to ever be in.
Absolutely. And even someone who's not a fan of LeBron but respects LeBron and has become a LeBron defender because of how stupid Twitter can be. Like, I want nothing more than to see him and Bronny together. And him winning a championship with Bronny his final year would literally be the best sports story and probably a story itself, thinking of family and doing this with your, of all time, without anybody being close.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%. I think I said it on the last episode. I think his documentary is going to be better than Jordan's one day. So I'm still sticking to that.
We'll see about that.
It's 20 years of this guy just
living up to expectations.
The bar has been set high. Just all I'm saying.
This is the thing. Supposedly there's footage of that ABC camp. LeBron was 16 years old, and he was in there hooping on Jordan, Ron Artest, all those guys. Ron Artest told the story.
I've never heard this before.
One day, we will see that in
his documentary.
Yes. And another thing is, everyone wants to talk about how great Jordan was and stuff like that. LeBron played against fathers and sons. Okay? Jordan wanted to retire the year LeBron gets drafted. Guy didn't even want to play against him. He didn't even want to. He didn't even want to see the guy. And the thing
I'm sure that's the reason.
He would have had to see the guy so many times a year because Cavs Wizards would have played so many times a year. He didn't want to do that. He knew hooped on him.
I am so sure that is the reason that 45-year-old Michael Jordan decided to retire in 2003.
Bron,
so certain.
Bron would
have why.
He didn't want that problem.
That might be the funniest thing you've ever said, Calvin. You know what though? You know what though? I'm not gonna make fun of you because honestly, that shows grit. That shows how much of a LeBron fan you are, and I respect it.
But the thing is, why couldn't he just wait out one more year? Just come on. We want to see the show. You couldn't get the show.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
We'll do what they did in Rocky Balboa and have and run a simulation to see what happens. Yes, I just name dropped Rocky. I just name dropped the 6th Rocky movie, and there's nothing you can do about it. Underrated, best one of the series. Come at me.
All right, moving on. Speaking of Wizards, this isn't the most fun of stories.
Oh yeah.
John Wall opened up about his mental health struggles when dealing with his mother's passing, his torn ACL, his grandmother passing, all in the span of 2 years. All of this just happening in 2 years. And I have loved John Wall since his Kentucky day, his Kentucky season. I've been a huge fan of his.
The few NBA games I've been to were Wizards games when John Wall was on the squad, and he was awesome.
Dude, I know. Let's see. I hope he does well on the Clippers. I think he will.
And to go off of that too, it's you don't see a lot of people open up to the public about stuff like that. They might speak about it to a therapist or things like that, but a lot of guys don't open up to the public about mental health and things like that. And I feel like a lot more women than men open up, and it's just because as men, it's like
there's a stigma.
We're men, it's like we have to try to hold a weight on our shoulders or get over it, stuff like that. But it's like a lot more people should talk about the mental health and what they go through, and because it could help the next person as well.
Absolutely.
you never know. A person that looks up to you, you saying, oh, I went to therapy, it really helped me, I did this, I did that, I started doing this and started doing that. If they hear you say that, then it's like, okay, you know what, he understands me, let me try these things too, and it could help them as well. And then you just change their whole entire life just because you opened up about your mental health and your issues.
Absolutely.
So I salute John Wall for that.
Yeah, 110%. Like it, I didn't think I could be a bigger fan of John Wall as a person or a player, but that just like more players need to do it, because everybody has their struggles and feels like they can't talk to anybody. So when big name people and players do that, it opens up the doors. But we'll see. Hopefully it helped a lot of people. But on to some funny news. Montrezl Harrell's weed charges got dropped down to a misdemeanor.
That's good.
That is good.
It is good.
It's just weed.
Literally just like
It's just weed.
What KD say? I'm high right now.
literally. Hey, Harold, we got you with some CBD stuff, my guy.
Yeah.
We got you.
Yeah. Body Check Wellness.
Yeah, just use the promo code OCS at checkout. We got you. And all your pets. And then Markieff Morris, who's from Philly, chooses Brooklyn over his hometown.
Oh, he's not for Philly anymore.
Nah, he's an enemy now. Definitely an enemy.
I mean, it doesn't really impress me too much. Brooklyn has so many problems over there. Like, you don't know what's gonna go on in Brooklyn.
I know. We
Brooklyn
also
should not scare you as a Sixers fan.
Huh?
Brooklyn should not scare you as a Sixers fan.
Bro, they got Ben Simmons. As long as they have Ben Simmons, I'm straight. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But I am gonna go back to that. I am gonna go to Philly for that Nets Sixers game. So
Yes. Boo Ben Simmons.
dude, yes. I spent $125 to do that last time, and I would spend it again.
We have another injury update. Danilo Gallinari has been diagnosed with a torn meniscus. Ow.
Incredible.
Embiid had it and played on it.
Tough guy. One last thing from the NBA. A lot of teams have been revealing throwback uniforms. Got a shout out to the Pistons for their teal throwbacks. They look incredible.
Yeah.
Not the Rockets.
No. Those are atrocious.
Do we have a picture of them?
No, I couldn't do all that. But
I do love those Pistons, though. I might have to get I'm a big jersey guy, so I might have to get that Pistons throwback.
All the throwbacks the Rockets went to, they couldn't have thrown it back to like the 90s or the Yao Ming Rockets.
Yeah, the Yao Ming Rockets was lovely.
I miss Yao Ming.
I miss Yao Ming too.
Well, while we mourn, not mourn, while we are saddened over Yao Ming not playing anymore. Quickly with NHL, still off season, nothing's really happening. Moving on. Don't worry, we're gonna go more in depth with NHL once stuff start happening. It's just like camps and players like doing stuff in the off season. There's not a lot of like big news coming out, But moving on to the NFL, this is the part I've been waiting for.
Yes.
Preseason is wrapped up. We're gonna do a quick recap of week 3 of the preseason. Quick look at some of the storylines coming out of it, including some pretty interesting ones. And finally, we're gonna do our big NFL season prediction. So. Preseason week 3 kicked off on a somber note. The Chiefs honored Len Dawson, who passed away. Again, Dawson, the franchise quarterback of the 60s and the 70s for the Chiefs, and probably one of the best quarterbacks in Chiefs history before Patrick Mahomes showed up. So they honored him with an old school defensive showdown against Green Bay and a win. The Texans finished the preseason undefeated, shut out the 49ers on Amazon Prime's first Thursday Night Football. Amazon kind of lucked out. Their commentator lineup is, right? It's Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit. So they got the GOAT and then Kirk, who's really, really good. I will miss them on College Game Day. By the way, college football starts this week. Go Ohio State.
College football starts tomorrow.
I'm going to that game, dude.
Ohio State, Notre Dame.
We'll be there.
I don't know.
Ohio State's gonna kick ass, dude. Notre Dame is so overrated.
I cannot wait to watch the backyard brawl tomorrow when I get home from work. West Virginia and Pitt. Go Pitt!
Hey, I have to go against Pitt on that one. My little cousin is a receiver at West Virginia, number 3.
Ooh.
So
Oh, that's cool.
I'll be rooting for West Virginia Mountaineers tomorrow.
Fine. Back to the NFL. Baker Mayfield looked like he woke up feeling very dangerous as the Panthers shut out the Bills. Mayfield, of course, got the starting job. Sam Darnold, meanwhile, hurt his leg. So,
Yeah.
Geno Smith has been chosen as the starter for the Seahawks. It's going to be a long season, Seattle fans. Hang in there. Jameis Winston got his first preseason action since tearing his ACL. The Saints beat the Chargers. Raiders finished the preseason perfect by beating the Patriots. Falcons. Desmond Ridder showed some solid results against the Jaguars. We do unfortunately have some kind of sad news about the Falcons and our good buddy Congo. He didn't make it to active roster, but he did get signed to the practice squad.
Yeah.
He'll
So
be up soon.
he'll be there soon.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
he
not
will.
worried.
Stay down.
He looked really good in that last game.
Dude, he looked so good.
Now, this next talking point. Kylie, focus. Stop trying to eat jerky. Focus. I'm going to ask a question. You take the two teams that played in the Super Bowl against one another. You have them hold joint practices before they play each other in a preseason game.
I know.
What do you think happened? A, they got along well. B, they resolved their differences off the field. C, Aaron Donald grabbed 2 Bengals helmets and started swinging.
I'm gonna go with C on that one.
Yeah. Bengals got half revenge. They won, but it's a preseason game, so it doesn't really count. The Bengals fans were letting the Rams have it, though. They were merciless in that game. It's a preseason game, and the Bengals are just going all off. Justin Fields looked solid as he threw 3 touchdown passes. Titans and Cardinals played a great game. Holy shit, Dolphins. What was that? Kylie,
Yeah.
what happened?
We didn't have any of our starters. That's what happened.
Yeah. You did get somebody new, though. The Eagles did trade for somebody.
Who?
You tell me.
I already know who.
Right. I don't know who. I forgot who it was. Who was it? I'm dumb.
Chauncey of the Saints.
Oh, that dickhead. Yeah. Oh, another reason to not like the Eagles. The guy everyone likes to punch, rightfully so, because he played for the Saints. So we're gonna skip that.
From the Bucs.
Ravens won their 23rd straight preseason game to finish undefeated yet another year. But that was the big story coming out of that game. The big story there was the Commanders rookie who had let's say he had an eventful week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Doyle.
I was like, wait, what? Why am I blanking on his name right now?
I am too. That's why I was
Brian
Robinson Jr., the Commanders rookie running back, was shot twice Sunday. He's been released from the hospital. Is going to make a full recovery.
And Poe tore his ACL.
Who tore his ACL?
Poe,
Oh.
Ravens mascot.
Oh, yeah, Poe. All right.
The Brian Robinson situation, I mean, so the internet is crazy. The internet.
Glad he's okay. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely glad he's okay. 100%, especially because he's on my team and he's 9 times out of 10 going to be my starting running back, it looks like. But there was a tweet and it said, and it's not funny. I promise you, I'm not laughing at the situation. But the tweet said, Kyle Kuzma is walking around DC with a $40 million contract, and you shoot the third round rookie that just got drafted. Make that
No, seriously. That's how stupid people are around here.
I'm trying not to laugh.
I that's what I'm saying. Hell has a spot for me. It's warm, but yeah, hey, the tweet was very funny and dark humor.
That was.
I know. Saying that we're glad he's all right, and
oh yeah, no, we are.
He's gonna be a monster for my team.
He's gonna be crazy.
I hope he is. last couple things for preseason. Tom Brady returned, make his first start of the preseason.
Boo.
Looked fine, but I'm still very concerned as to why he was gone, and I'm very concerned with the Bucs offensive line. We'll get into that when we get into our predictions.
Yeah.
Denver's defense looks really good. We know the offense is going to be good because Russ is going to be cooking, but the defense looks even better. The Jets won the Snoopy Bowl, the annual trash fight between the two New York teams. Jets won it. One last thing for the preseason. The Steelers-Lions game. Somebody did not tell the Pittsburgh faithful this was a preseason game because they packed it's Heinz. I'm going to call it Heinz Field. They packed Heinz Field, not Heinz Field anymore. And it was loud, especially for Kenny Pickett, who deserves a starting role because he looks amazing.
Yeah. He'll get in there eventually. Who's their starter right now? Mason Rudolph?
They have
Michigan
not
State.
named a starter. The Steelers came out and said they are not going to name a starter until week 1.
If I know
Maybe Mitch, though.
like Mike Tomlin, I think he's gonna go with Kenny Pickett. I see a lot of Big Ben and Kenny Pickett, and I see a lot of Antonio Brown and George Pickens. Can we talk about how Antonio Brown is still in the NFL? His dance is being done every weekend.
I hate it.
Can't stand Antonio
Before
Brown.
we do our big season preview and predictions, a couple more things. Jimmy G got paid. He's going to be a backup quarterback for the Niners.
Highest
Not-
paid.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it's ridiculous. He should be a starter, but the
He should be a
Niners,
starter.
I guess the Niners just weren't willing to part ways with him just yet.
Hey,
They didn't let him go to Seattle.
that was his first role when he got into the NFL, though. You know, backup behind Tom Brady. Now he's just a backup again, so he's used to it. He'll be all right.
He's probably
been
hope
before.
Trey Lance will probably get hurt or something. I don't know. I'm not super confident about the Niners.
I'm not feeling for Lance either.
Our one last thing, this is kind of more serious. We're not gonna go too in deep on it because it is still ongoing. The Bills cut their punter Matt Ariza for some very serious allegations of something he may have done in college.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. And I think that's where we're gonna leave that because
Yeah.
that's one of those subjects that I prefer we don't get into detail on.
Yeah.
Let's just say, if true, go fuck yourself.
100%.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was bad.
Yeah.
I'm glad the Bills seem to be taking it very seriously, which is good. That's all teams should. That's how
Yeah.
you should be doing it. That is bad. With that being said, it is time for our official predictions for the 2022 NFL season. The reason we're doing it now and not next week, because technically next week our episode would be right before the first game of the season. The reason we're doing it now is because next week we're going to have Tim Sinclair on for the whole show. And
Not the whole show, but
well, not the whole show, but yeah, we're going to have Tim Sinclair on. So we want to
Very
do it
exciting.
now. Yeah, we're super pumped, but we want to do it now so we're not constricted by time next week.
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go division by division. You guys give me who your predictions are, who will finish where in the division. Don't give me the records because that's way too much work. We're going to do that. You guys tell me who your playoff teams are and who the Super Bowl competitors are. So we're going to go division by division. Calvin, give me your AFC East finishing order.
I like Bills, Dolphins. Bills, Dolphins, Jets, Patriots.
Ooh,
Yeah,
we
think
got
of
a little
Patriots.
hot take there.
That is an interesting. Okay, I like it. It's different than I thought, so I like it. Kylie, same for you. AFC East.
Same as Calvin's, except I'm switching New England and New York.
All right.
So I'm going Buffalo, Miami, New England, New York.
I am gonna go with Kylie. Buffalo takes it. Miami second. New England and the Jets. Moving on. AFC North. We'll start with Calvin.
Ravens,
Okay, Baltimore takes it.
Bengals come in second.
Gotcha.
I like the Steelers in third, and I like the Browns to finish dead last this year.
Same.
Same lineup for you, Kylie. I am going to say same with one major change. I think Cincinnati takes the division again, but Baltimore does sneak in as a wild card team.
I wouldn't call it sneaking in. It's going to be the best two teams in that division easily. And
All right,
Let, let me tell you why the Ravens will take it over Cincinnati.
Lamar.
The Ravens have the defense that Cincinnati doesn't.
Yeah.
Plus, they get Marcus Peters back.
And Lamar in a contract year. So.
Carry on.
All right, then. AFC South. Calvin, we'll start with you.
Don't you do
I like
it?
my boy Matt Ryan, man. I like the Colts. Tennessee, Jacksonville, Texans.
Kylie.
So I'm not sold on Matt Ryan entirely, but I know that he can help them easily win this division. It's not going to be too close. I think it's going to go Indy, Jacksonville, Tennessee, Houston.
Damn, you think Jacksonville's coming in second?
Doug Peterson, bro.
Right, all right. I think the Titans are still going to pull it out because I don't trust the Colts just yet. Look, I'm sorry. The Colts have had a different quarterback for the last 6 years. I don't trust them. I do think Indianapolis takes second in the division, but I don't think they make the playoffs. Jacksonville takes third. They're going to improve, and by that win 5 games. And Houston's going to have – we're not going to worry about what Houston's going to do.
Yeah. Houston's
Finally. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was going to say Houston's not a very competitive team this year. So,
yeah. By the way, I apologize, guys. I know sometimes I cut into you guys. I'm not trying to do that.
No, you're good.
I'm trying to work on not doing that. This division is the most difficult one, I think.
Yeah.
AFC West.
This is the craziest division in probably the NFL this year.
The entire NFL, yes.
All 4 quarterbacks are great. You got great wide receivers in this division. It's just, but
when Derek Carr is your weakest quarterback, it says something good about your division.
I was thinking when I was preparing for this, I wanted all 4 of these teams in the playoffs, but then I remembered the Ravens exist, so
I'm gonna go Chargers at 1.
Oh,
the Chiefs at 2.
Okay.
Broncos at 3 and the Raiders at 4. Raiders at 3 and the Broncos at 4. Oh my God.
It's so hard. It's so hard to predict the AFC West.
It is.
Broncos at 3 and no. Raiders at 3 and the Broncos at 4. I like Derek Carr and Devontae over Russell Wilson and those guys. Yeah.
All right then. All right, Kylie.
So the only tough one for me is 1 and 2. It's gonna be between Kansas City and the Chargers.
That's the only top 2 right there.
But it's definitely gonna be Raiders then Broncos.
Raiders last?
No.
Oh, okay. Damn, you guys have no faith in Russ. Okay.
No, none. He cooks in the beginning and then he's just
new team. He's gonna have to get acquainted, man. He's gonna have to get acquainted. And not only that, it's like I don't know, man. Pat Mahomes, and then just look at that Chargers defense. It's just Jesus. That Chargers defense is crazy.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, they're still Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not that it's a knock on Russ. It's just he's in a new team, a new like the difference between Mile High and Seattle is very different. The atmosphere and everything. That could definitely play a role in it. So I don't know.
Yeah, Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders, Broncos. There you go, Isaac. That's mine.
Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos. I'm going Chiefs.
I love it. We can't decide.
I'm gonna go Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, Broncos.
I am gonna take Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, Raiders. I have a little more faith in Russ. Now before we move on to the NFC, I got the division winners for We have our division winners. I just need your 3 wildcard teams. So Calvin, who are your 3 wildcard teams?
Whew.
Okay, so I have
You have the Chargers, Colts, Ravens, and Bills as your division winners.
Okay, I like the Bengals.
Okay.
I like the Chiefs.
Okay.
I like the Dolphins.
Damn it.
Ooh, okay. Kylie, who you got?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
You got Dolphins, Bengals, and Chargers?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got Ravens, Chargers, and Broncos.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to the NFC. Calvin, give me the NFC least. Or not least anymore, because it actually has talent.
I was about to say.
We got some talent over here. I'm not even going to be biased here. I'm going to be honest. I like Eagles, Redskins, Cowboys, Giants.
Philly, Washington, Dallas, New York Giants. Gotcha. Kylie, what about you?
It's 2 and 3 that's tough. Because Philly is gonna win it. That's no deal. That's not a Giants are gonna lose it. That's a given. I just think Dallas has a very slight edge.
Healthy team. I think we're the better team than Dallas.
It wouldn't surprise me. My concern is what kind of Wentz are y'all gonna get?
Yeah.
And I mean, y'all know me. I love Wentz. I defend this dude, and I will defend this dude until the very end. But he plays too much hero ball for that offensive line. And looking at the preseason games, he clearly hasn't fixed that.
So you're taking Cowboys over Commanders?
I'm going Cowboys over Commanders.
Right.
But I would absolutely love it if Washington got second.
I hope Carson Wentz proves us all wrong and just wins the division.
He wouldn't be proving me wrong. He'd be proving me right.
I think I don't have faith in the Eagles yet.
Hey, yo.
I'm going to take Dallas to win the division, Philly second, Washington, and the Giants.
Hold up. So you don't have faith in a team that literally improved at every single position?
I don't have faith in. I got to see what Jalen Hurts does.
Made the
I understand the Jalen thing.
Right.
Because
so
I promise you, I'm right there with you.
Yes.
But the rest of that team on paper, minus Jalen Hurts,
is better than 2017.
You can put Gardner Minshew in that bitch, and I promise you, the Eagles will still be good.
Yeah,
I got to see it for. I don't think it. I think Dallas just has too much star power.
But
Dallas.
Here's the thing about Dallas.
You can compare the Eagles front four to the Washington's front four. We might have the 2 best front fours in the division.
Let me say this.
2 best coaches too.
Let me say this. It's gonna be close. Dallas is gonna
Holy
win.
crap!
What?
No way!
What?
Trade alert!
Trade alert! What happened?
Trade alert!
What happened?
I've been waiting for this one.
What?
The Eagles are trading former first-round pick Jalen Reagor to the Vikings.
What?
For a draft pick.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Whoa.
Reagor and Justin Jefferson. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's really good. So okay.
Wow.
That's really good.
Reagor and Jefferson. I'm gonna be honest. Rager's gonna be nice in Minnesota.
It might be a better fit for him, honestly.
So before we continue this, Reagor, I am sorry it didn't work out, buddy. It's not your fault you were drafted literally the pick before just the dude you're teaming up with now. And this fan base got a little crazy. We got a little I know you understood the fact that you needed to improve this year. You recognized the fact that you were not good. you recognized it and you appreciated it and you worked your ass off. So I appreciate that and I respect you for it. And I hope you do well in Minnesota with less expectations. On paper, a better quarterback, maybe very close.
Hey, I love my boy Kirk, man. I don't care what anybody says about Captain Kirk.
Yeah, he's so this is not an I hate you, Rager. This is a I hope you get a fresh start and do well.
All right, then.
From an Eagles fan.
Speaking of the Eagles, this is the last thing I'll say on this because I do want to get this done because we're going a little long today. I think Dallas takes the division barely. I think it comes down to the wire, and I think Dallas takes it just barely. But Philly will get in. Don't worry, they will be a wild card team. Dallas will lose in the first round again because Dallas. Okay. NFC North. Alvin, go.
Now after that just happened, I like Kings, Green Bay, Lions, Chicago.
I like it. Kylie?
So, not only I'm trying to not be a bias on this one because I really don't like the Packers or Aaron Rodgers. I'm not sold on them whatsoever. Like, they're going to be battling for a 2 spot, although it is Aaron Rodgers. He's a generational talent.
Hey, the man was throwing 45 touchdowns off Percocet, so.
What pisses me off?
Did you guys see that video where he said that?
Yeah, and that made me mad. Free Josh Gordon.
He said he was out there playing on Percocets for a couple games last year.
Damn.
Yeah.
Christ. So I'm going Packers. Unfortunately, no, I'm not Packers. I'm going Vikings, Lions, Packers, Bears.
Vikings, Lions, Packers, Bears. That's a great take.
I'm sold on Dan Campbell and the Lions. They were the best awful team of all time last year. Like, they were barely losing to really good teams. They lost to Baltimore off a record-setting kick. So
I mean, Tucker is the greatest player of all time.
Kylie, you're a copycat because that's my exact pick.
Is it really?
Yeah, Vikings, Lions, Packers, Bears. Green Bay's receiving core is easily one of the worst in the league. They're going to be trash. Bears are going to be rebuilding. The Lions are playing it old school. Dan Campbell really strikes me as the kind of coach who doesn't care for the new analytics side and is really about old school in the trenches. I think he's going to have the Lions on the cusp of making the playoffs. They won't make it, but they'll be the first team out. And I think Minnesota with their new offense takes the division. Green Bay is going to collapse. It's coming. I know we said it's going to happen. Like, their receiving core is terrible, and Aaron Rodgers can't bail them out when they have like no star power.
No,
they lost Devontae Adams, and they lost Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They don't really have anything else there. So,
right. And you say I know we've been saying this, but we're only saying it now because Rodgers literally doesn't have a number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he has a true number 2 wide receiver.
Yeah.
Really doesn't. All right, NFC South.
This is gonna be interesting for mine. Go ahead, Calvin.
I'm gonna be honest. I'll never bet against this guy. I've lost way too much money betting. Way too much money betting against this guy. So Brady.
Okay.
Bucks at 1. I fucking hate Baker from Mayfield.
Do it.
Do it. You know you want to.
You know you want to.
I like the Falcons at 2.
Damn. Okay.
That's only because they're gonna call up Congo right away, and he's gonna be a defensive player of the year. Like, it's fine.
And they have a great receiving core. I think they can get a couple wins this year with that receiving core, even without Calvin Ridley. So
Yeah.
Bucks, Falcons, Panthers, Saints.
You put the Saints at last. I love you.
I
Yes.
need it to happen. You know why I need it to happen? Because the Eagles get their pick. I
Okay.
need the Saints to have like the worst season of all time. So the Eagles can get the number 1 pick and the last pick in the same year and just run with it.
Kylie, who's winning the South?
Okay. So I don't ever like betting against Brady, but there was just something different this year. So
I said that before.
You guys aren't wrong. I'm very nervous for this season.
So I'm going all in on this dude, and the last time I did this with the player, it didn't work out. So I'm doing it again because I hate my life. So
Okay.
I'm going Panthers to win the division.
Okay.
Then the Bucks, of
Okay.
course, because it's still Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Then the Falcons,
Okay.
and then the Saints.
You're gonna put all your marbles on Baker Mayfield.
Yes, I did this with Wentz. I got to do it with Baker too. I have a quarterback I believe in that not many like right now. So I have to.
That might be the most incredible shit I've ever heard you say.
Dude, I know. It's not like he's not. I think he's gonna get a fresh start. I think this is a humbling experience for him. So
I'll give you this. To quote Baker, he did say, "I'm gonna fuck the Browns up." Okay, cool. I'll give him that. He will do that to the Browns week 1. But to win the division over Tom Brady, the guy has 7 rings. Now, I can understand if you were saying Tom Brady had no number 1 receivers. I mean, I can understand when you're saying Aaron Rodgers has no number 1 receivers. But even if this man, Tom Brady, has no number 1 receivers, we've seen what he does. The man, he'll make his own number 1 receiver.
yeah, so that's why I'm saying like I'm not knocking him too much at all. It's definitely going to be between those two.
I hate Brady, but I'll never bet against him ever again.
You learned your lesson. I haven't learned mine yet.
So I'm going to take Bucks to win the division. Panthers second, then Saints and Falcons.
Okay.
Finally, NFC West.
I like the Rams. Rams, Cardinals, 49ers, Seahawks.
Rams, Cardinals, 49ers, Seahawks. Kylie?
Same.
Rams, Cardinals, 49ers, Seahawks. I have Rams, 49ers, Cardinals, Seahawks. Just swapping them around.
Hey, everybody at home, right now, the Rams are the underdog week 1. They are at home against the Bills. I know all the hype on the Bills, but don't worry about it because Sean McVay is 5-0 in his coaching career in week 1.
Yeah.
Not only that, they're coming off a championship win. And then again, they're at home to start the year.
All right.
Everybody go pick the Rams to win that football game. If you don't, you're crazy.
Quick before we go, give me your guys' wild card teams for the NFC. I have Philly, San Francisco, and Detroit as my wild card teams. I thought about it. Dan Campbell's squad squeaks in.
Okay, I got the Redskins. They'll always be the Redskins to me.
Fair enough.
I got the Redskins. I got 3 from this division. So I got Philly winning the division. I got the Redskins and the Cowboys both making it.
All right.
And then I like the Cardinals too.
Okay, interesting. Kylie, wild card teams.
So Cowboys, Cardinals. I don't know because it's tough. Because I don't want to have the same as Calvin, but I also kind of like
Brady is right there.
Yeah, so that's true. I didn't have the Bucks winning it. So the Bucks, either Washington or Dallas and Arizona.
So Brady is right there.
Yeah, he's right there.
Yeah, I completely forgot that I didn't put the Bucks first.
Rapid fire. Give me your Super Bowl matchup, Calvin. Way too early Super Bowl matchup. Give it to me.
Ravens.
Okay.
Ravens and I like Ravens and the Rams.
Ooh.
I like the Rams to go back.
And who you got winning?
I got the Ravens winning.
All right. You heard it here. Kylie, who's your Super Bowl prediction and your champ?
I'm gonna go Bills.
Okay.
Also winning it all. And then I'm gonna have. Damn, whoever's in the NFC. NFC is just not gonna win it.
Your picks for the NFC: Philly, Dallas, Minnesota, Carolina, Tampa, Rams, and
know.
Cardinals.
I could see the Rams going back.
All right. I am gonna take Buffalo and the Rams, and give me Los Angeles back to back. They break the streak of different winners.
I like that.
I hope not.
All right. Do we want to do a quick prediction of who gets the awards, or are we running out of time?
Nah, we're
All right.
yay.
MVP Lamar Jackson. Period. Point blank. That's all I need to say.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We'll do the rest of them next week, along with our week 1 predictions. All right, Kylie, let's take us home because we've gone a bit over.
Yeah, just a little bit over. Thank you all so much for listening, watching. Definitely check out the jerky because I swear to God, dude, it was so good. It was really good. Check this all out on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of that good stuff. We have some cool stuff happening, and we got a cool guy coming on next week, Tim Sinclair. So definitely tune in for that. Going to be asking a whole bunch of questions. So hop on either Twitch or YouTube or Facebook. If you want to interact and maybe ask a question for him, we might take a couple questions if you guys are asking them. So tune in for that. Other than that, see you guys next week.
We'll see you guys.
Peace.